The world is filled with males but very few men. And the world is filled with many men but even less fathers. We're suffering from a father problem. I did some research for you. I thought you'd be happy to see this. It'll be helpful to you. This was a statement that was written in Time magazine on Father's Day. 3 consecutive Father's Days, Time magazine had this quote. They said, "Dad is destiny." Say that with me. Dad is. That was taken from Time magazine. And they are correct. Matter of fact, here's a quote from this article. They said, "More than any other factor, a biological father's presence in the family will determine a child's success or happiness." Time magazine. Look at the next quote here. They said 40% of all kids in the West now live without their biological father, up 17.5% since 1960. Another quote from the magazine. They says more than half of today's children will spend at least part of their childhood without a father. Another quote that's depressing. They said fatherlessness is the most destructive trend of our generation. This is from a secular magazine. Another quote I thought was amazing. They said the absence of fathers is linked to the most social nightmares. Boys with guns to girls with babies. They say it's the fathers being absent that causes the problem. This is from sociologists, behavioral scientists, and psychologists research. Another quote is an amazing one, this one. They said 49% of all families with children headed by single mothers live below the poverty line. 49%. Compared with 8% of those with 2 parents. In other words, fatherlessness is the cause of poverty.